Allie LaForce.
And there's always a little bit of animosity when these teams get together. But that is why it's a great rivalry.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the attention to this one's a bit elevated. It's game day, and I'm glad we're here.
Okogie pulls down the board. Miller outside. Let's go with a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Brent, these teams know each other well, and safe to say they don't particularly like each other.
And I think fans really gravitate towards that sort of dislike. It just puts an extra added ingredient of intensity on a game like this. So for the fan bases, this one's big.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just moments ago, Erik Spoelstra and I were able to chat. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And Salong gets it to go.
And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Here's Ware. And the three off target.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to Miller. Here's Salong. Fires the three. They get it back. Jacks up a three. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And Grant, the Heat last season retiring Udonis Haslam's number 40.
Yeah, he played his entire 2-decade career in his hometown of Miami. And for all of his contributions on the court, what he meant to this organization off the floor was just as important.
Well, around the rim, Bam Adebayo makes so many things happen because he's so athletic.
For three, Booker. Miami grabs the miss.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Wiggins. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Clean handles from Wiggins puts his man on skates.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Hornets. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Miller outside. Here's the friends. An open look for Booker. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And Booker's got one of the quickest releases in the game.
Here's Iverson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Iverson's got his second bucket of the night.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
.125 left in the first quarter here. Inside. Here's Mitchell. Down low. And finished off by Bol.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Miller. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
DeRozan looks it over. Shoots. And there's another one for the Heat.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter. From deep. Miller can't get it to go. Heat trailed by 3. Now DeRozan. Outside Bol. Here come the Hornets. With 4 on the clock. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Hornets out in front.
The Hornets, 17.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Charlotte.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Out to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's the Friends. Adebayo grabs the board.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers, yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, one nickname you hear for DeMar DeRozan is the lone mid-ranger. He said you can operate freely in the mid-range. It's like an ocean out there. If you're smart, you can take advantage of the space and pick teams apart. Brian?
He's an expert tactician working in between. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Williams. Conley up top. And here's Smith. Back to Conley. To the paint. And Williams punches it home.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
Charlotte shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Heat trailed by 4. Here's Iverson. He's got 6. On the wing, DeRozan. Over Payton. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Bridges. Outside Conley. Back to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drive.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Charlotte leading by 6. It's Bridges on the wing. Outside, Williams. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Bridges misses. So it's Miami now. Next matchup will be home against the Nets. Here's Iverson. He's got 6. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Mark Williams. Miami shooting their first free throws of the game now. No good on that one. And he's good on the second. All right, Brent, let me ask you a very important question. What exactly is Heat culture?
BA, Heat culture is about toughness and competitiveness. And if you step into that building, you better make sure that you're ready to be pushed and push the limits that, as a professional player, not a lot of other teams are willing to go. As soon as they find guys who enjoy that, and I'm not going to say torture, but it's close, those are the kind of guys who make it in Miami.
Stolen by Conley. Here's Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Yeah, nice pass by Smith. I mean, putting his teammate in position to score.
Here's Iverson. He has 7. Pass to Bull. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Here's Bull. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Smith with it. He's scoreless. And Williams punches it home.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Screen by Bridges. Conley goes in. Rejected by Bull. Pass break Miami. And finished off by Adebayo.
Bam is really good at getting out as a big, running that lane, and being a weapon to finish on the break.
Here's Williams. The kick out to Conley. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Here's Iverson. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he'll take his 3rd and 4th free throws of the night. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Ooh, poked away. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
That'll count. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And Booker's got the ball here for the Hornets. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Pass to LaFrentz. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup. LaFrentz has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Iverson. Here's Ware. It's Wiggins on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. And it's Ware missing.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Miami foul. Allen Iverson. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Booker. He's got 5. Pass to LaFrentz. The 3-ball. And the Hornets, another 3.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Charlotte leading by 13. Now here's Miller. Pass to LaFrentz. 6 to shoot. Here's Salon. Booker for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Timeout.
Booker's got 8.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Adebayo, the open look. No good. Had a chance to end the run there.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win. Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
Pass to LaFrentz. Three-pointer off the mark.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
Blocked! Fires the three. Rebound Miami. DeRozan outside. And a missed layup. Here's Charlotte. They're on an 11-2 run. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
A minute 53 left to play in the third. Offensive rebound. And Adebayo slams it in.
And you love the energy that Bam is bringing here, just all over the glass.
Outside Booker. Out to the right wing. LaFrentz. No good with the triple. Heat trailed by 17. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
Here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-4 run. Right wing. Here's Salon. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Salon, he's got 10 points in the game.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. Left side, Jaquez. DeRozan outside. Shoots over Bridges. And again, no good by Miami.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Williams in the post. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Heat trailed by 20. 32 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Back to Jerome. On the wing, DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Bridges. Miami, no good that time either.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Lets the three fly. And the Hornets, another three.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
31.
And so it's
The Hornets, 52.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Miami. more and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Now Booker, pass to Salah. Outside Booker. Knocks it loose. Here's Salah. On the break. Soft touch off the glass. Mitchell's got his first bucket in this one.
Way to capitalize on the mistake that leads to the bucket. Gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay, just right down the throat.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Hornets.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Heat trailed by 17. A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. Miller pulls it in. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, BA, keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Miami foul. Davion Mitchell. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Miller. Tries a three off the inbound. Knocked away. It's stolen by Jaquez.
Rare turnover for them tonight. They've protected the ball, and they're trying to protect this lead.
That's everything you want there. Bam Adebayo up there, vertical, good hands, and the big throwdown.
Here's Booker. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Got a hand on it.
Big time swat from Okogie. Really gets after it on the defensive end.
Pass to Booker. That's tipped. Here's Iverson. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Shakes him. And Adebayo slams it in.
And how about the handles from Bam? That's tough to guard.
Booker with it. Can't get it to fall. Here's Iverson. Shot blocked. Outside Booker. Pass to LaFrentz. There's the three. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Hornets lead by 18.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Adebayo from long range. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
And the coaching staff continues to impress upon Bam to keep exploring all of his offensive talents. His confidence sky high.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Miami making a switch here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Takes a three. Connects from downtown.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Hornets.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And what a huge performance it was for Devin Booker.
He ran things with precision, great command of the offense, putting his teammates in all the right spots.
For 3, Booker. The shot won't fall. Has to wear. Tipped. Outside Booker. To the inside. The Friends. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team foul.
He's off on the first.
Shooting for Charlotte, Rafe LaFrance. 2.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Iverson. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, there's the alley. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs. They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Launches a 3 on the money. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one.
Marine finger got a rock on it, rock on it. I put my head up and told them crown me. Marine finger got a rock on it, rock on it, rock on it.